It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So, this is a direct quote from Zack Snyder. Are you ready? Listen up, boys and girls, and listen closely. I'm okay with it because I understand that movies are expensive and they are, on one hand, this incredible vision of what you think is cool, but on the other hand, they're a product that someone paid you a lot of money to make. So there's a balance there. We all understand. They own the movie. In the end, it's their movie. It's their IP. It's everything. We are stealing it a little bit to make our movie. For me, that this version of the movie exists at all is what I'm happy about. Now, in case some of you cannot read between the lines, I'll help you out a little bit. This means, hey, Warner Brothers, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me. And I know the movies that I made wasn't exactly what you had in mind or what the general audience had in mind, but I did the best I could. I made this movie for my fans specifically, and now I want to move on to Rebel Moon on Netflix, where I will spend most of my career making them content for the next 10 years or maybe more. And maybe someday I'll make a graphic novel or animation if David Zaslav and if James Gunn obliges me with finishing my Snyderverse, whether it's in comic book form or animation. So that's it. That's done. It's over. I know some people were like, well, you know, Zack Snyder did sell the Snyderverse to a fan. Well, yeah, a fan asked him, hey, do you mind writing Cell? Because, please. And Zack Snyder, being the nice guy that he was, like, sure, I'll sign it, knowing full damn well that it's just what it is. A fan asked him, knowing that Zack Snyder would not return to Warner Brothers, knowing that Zack Snyder would not return to finishing off his Justice League Part 2 and Part 3, because no studio in their right mind is going to give Zack Snyder a $400 million budget to continue a universe that, sad to say, wasn't really successful. It was very divisive. Critically, it failed. Financially, it was underperformed, and it just lingered, and no one really cared. As you see, as the box office just dips lower and lower and lower, that's in the Snyderverse timeline. It is what it is. I love Zack Snyder. I'm excited for Rebel Moon. I think that's going to be phenomenal, hopefully. But it's over. It's done. It's over. It's done. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say. I'm a Zack Snyder fan. I love Zack Snyder. But like I have moved on. Now, David Zaslav praises James Gunn and talks about Superman Legacy. The first draft of the Superman script is done. James Gunn is on a mission from God. It's a really good time to prove with DC what we have and how strong we are globally for the long-term growth. Goddamn, a mission from God? This motherfucker sounds like a trailer from Dune. I am your DC God and bow down to your God. Are you with me, people? Like, Jesus Christ, David Zaslav, calm down. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the project. I'm excited for the prospect of DC hopefully growing exponentially into more popularity, especially with Superman, which, since, you know, Superman has been a very divisive character to really portray on screen correctly, even though I don't know why it's so hard to portray Superman on screen, since he's been done perfectly on the CW Superman and Lois, but that's a whole nother story. Also, David Zaslav hints on a potential Superman game to go alongside Superman Legacy, which is like, yes, thank the gods that we are finally going to get a Superman game, most likely for the PS 10,000, which is going to come out in the year 2045. But fuck it, I have patience. I'm ready for it. A Superman game has been one of the most in-demand titles since, I don't know, Jesus Christ gave birth to Super Mario, bro. We've been asking for a Superman game for decades and decades and decades and nothing. And let me tell you something right now, bro. The moment a Superman game is announced for the next generation consoles, I'm going to say this right now, like, without being hyperbolic, it's going to be the #1 best-selling video game of all time. Because, like I said, Superman is one of the most popular characters of all time. To this day, People love Superman. The S symbol is one of the most recognizable symbols all over the world. Everyone and their mama, unless you're from fucking planet Krypton, knows the Superman crest, knows the Superman symbol, and knows that Superman is one of the most valuable IPs in the entire world. And the moment you announce a Superman game, it is game over. That shit is gonna sell out like fucking hotcakes. And the fact that David Zaslav is so excited about the Superman brand and the DC brand overall just gets me even more excited, because he knows that DC for the longest time has been an IP that has just been royally messed with, and no one has taken full advantage or utilize the IP correctly. Now, James Gunn, Peter Safran have the opportunity to make the DC brand the #1 comic book brand in the entire world. And Superman, I'm telling you right now, Superman, the character, is going to be going back to A+ status. So I'm super excited about it. That's great news. For the Snyderverse fans, I know you're sad, I know you're angry, but hey, it was going to end eventually, but at least we got the Snyder cut, all right? So stop crying and bitching and moaning about it. Love you all. Stay safe. Mwah. Big kiss.
Tango el gato, los pantalones.